Excuse me, good afternoon. Welcome to our October 31st, 2019 Aggregate County School Board of Trustees special call meeting. I thank y'all for coming and thank you board members for being here. I think this constitutes, we have 5, so that's a quorum, so we're in good shape there. Thank you, Dr. Fowler, for sending out all the information and ahead of time. I really received more than I ever thought I had gotten received, but it's good for that. On the agenda tonight, we have a one discussion action item, the construction manager at risk recommendation. This comes as administration recommends Thompson Turner Construction to be hired as the CM at risk for phase 1 and phase 2 services per exhibit B and the fixed fee proposals that you all have in front of you. I would like to entertain a motion that we approve the administration recommendation of hiring construction manager at risk recommendation.
I'll make that motion.
There's a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion?
Have they given us a timeline for when we can get some numbers together?
Dr. Fowler, can you address that? Is there any?
One of the reasons that we, as you all know, we had the interviews scheduled for Monday and Tuesday. We ended up only meeting Monday. And one of the reasons that we pushed to have a special call meeting is because we wanted the CM at risk to be ready to go to work in phase 1 pre-construction services as early as possible. And LS3P, who we have retained to give us some cost estimates, the architectural firm, requested that they be able to start as soon as possible as well. So as far as a timeline, Mr. Taylor, that would be as soon as a construction management manager at risk is approved, they're ready to go to work.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna ask, since we weren't here, I think you were.
Yes.
If you could, I mean, obviously the numbers are pretty
Yeah, I think that,
obvious.
if you look at the spreadsheet here that we use, the matrix, I think anybody on this list could have done us a good job. There was one that was not up to par. When I say not up to par, when they presented their presentation, they didn't do as well as some of the others. But Thompson and Turner really did stand out. They've got a lot of work in this area. They come highly recommended from other school districts as well. I think they'll do us a good job.
And then if I could ask one more.
Oh, absolutely.
Just for just so that I'm clear on it.
yeah.
Doesn't matter which direction this board decides to head, this will be, right? Doesn't matter if we're building a new hospital, if we're renovating, this is gonna be,
Right.
we're not gonna go back to the table if we change, okay?
That's,
I just wanna make sure we're clear.
right, and Coach Wheeler, one of the, matter of fact, I know I'm supposed to be leaving, but that was one of my questions as well, because I have, and since we're under discussion, Dr. Fowler, could you just clarify, because this is just the next, am I clear, this is the next step into getting the number that we've all said we wanted? We said we needed an architect, we hired an architect. We said that an architect said, and then the other gentleman that came, Hank Wall, said to get a closer number, you need a CM at risk to give you closer construction numbers. So this is just another stepping stone for that. Am I on the right page? I mean, we hadn't decided what we're gonna do. It's just trying to be totally transparent in what all the costs are.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Yes, and the way that the RFP was structured was for pre-construction services in phase 1, and then phase 2 would be once a decision is made and we're ready to move forward, they would be with us through that process as well.
Okay, all right, thank you. I think I'd been a little, it almost appeared from some feedback I was hearing in the community receiving that we've already made a decision.
No, that is, and that's why LS3P wants them at the table as soon as possible, is because they want them to help. And what we learned through, the interview process, I was not a voting member on the committee. I sat in and took notes. And, so what we learned through that process is in those pre-construction services, the scope of work that they provide is really where, and this impressed us about them, is really where the cost savings comes, is that so much work is done on the front end, which is why LS3P wants them at the table.
Yeah, I guess it's just my concern, I gotta be the different voice here. I don't have a problem with the contractor or the selection process or anything like that. My issue is, going back, and my issue for some time is that we have yet to adopt a plan forward. And yet we continue to spend money on bits and pieces of what we think that plan may look like. And so, you know, we still have what was voted on August 27th on the table as options A and B. And we're still spending, it appears to me, to be more money. I'm continuing to look at various options in that top tier of projects to do with the high school. I just continually have a problem with that when we've got, I think, the evidence laid in front of us of the information we need to select a plan for all of our facilities and move forward. I just think that I think differently than most people on this board. But I am curious as to, you know, the budget numbers that were derived here in terms of the construction budget of $50 million. You know, we never have really decided on what, and how can we decide on what that figure is? Because their costs are based on that and a percentage of that. And I realize that the phase one services are probably independent of whether it's 50 million or 70 million or 40 million. But I'm curious as where the 50 million keep popping back up when we obviously have one option on the table being consolidated school that I don't think anybody could argue with what we have seen. That number for just one school is going to be way beyond $50 million. So I'm just confused as to how we can continue to consider two options. Although I understand the intent behind it in some aspects, I just keep going back to why can't we kick it clean that we would stand behind and move forward. It just seems like we've been going back and forth on this for so long. I just can't agree with spending this money at this time without dropping back in this board, adopting a plan to move forward first. We can disagree on that, that's fine. But, that's my opinion.
Any other discussion?
Where's the 50 million?
It's down here.
It says the cost.
No, it's in parentheses with it, it's less than 45 million.
No, I'm talking about up here where, under phase two services.
Are you talking about the services?
Yeah, so
Okay,
this is basing a project basis of $50 million of being a construction project. Whether it's 50 million, 60 million, 40 million.
That number could possibly be less or more.
Yeah, it
Right,
could be.
correct.
It could be, but
And we just don't know, they just put a number in there, I think, or I don't know, Brandon.
Well, I think that, I don't remember or recall the meeting that we had, but we went around the table because we looked at some numbers around $80 to $100 million, and no one around this table felt comfortable that referendum would pass. So the 50 million, when we went around, we were asking questions, what do we think would be more received in the community? A number, and we all kind of thought around the $50 million. Now, I don't think that that's set in stone or anything, but that's what we thought the public would support. The reason for the CM at risk, in my personal opinion, is and not being able to select a plan as to what we're gonna do. And I appreciate you clarifying that because I get the same feedback as if we've already made a decision. And to my knowledge, no decision has been made. When you're dealing with two schools that are the age of the facilities that we have, and also having to deal with OFS or Office of School and Facilities, we don't know exactly what we can and can't do. And when you get a CM at risk involved with the architect, they can go in and look and see, okay, can the school be remodeled or renovated? Can it be partially rehauled? Can it be partially rebuilt? Or can it not? And I think that's kind of how we all come to the conclusion, or at least I did, as far as moving forward and getting the CM at risk along with the architect.
That's one point, I have no issue with architect and CM risk, that process.
Right.
I mean, that's the right way that we need to go at some point.
That's
in
right.
time. And they're probably getting the contract, the architect on retainer, but as I voted on August 27th, I still have an issue without having at least a plan forward. Whether that plan indeed can be implemented or not, we would allow the professionals to give us the information. And I see what you're saying, we're gonna look at all these options. It seems like we've been looking at those options, and we've got the rough numbers. We know what those are.
And I think that we had some concern about those rough numbers, and we wanted to kind of
Hone in.
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the scale of magnitude.
Understand. And I think that
$50
if,
million on $100 million.
yeah, if they're hired and this is able to go through or whatever we decide to do, I think in the near future, the architect and the CM at risk would come to us with the numbers that we've been waiting to hear, the data. And then that's when we make the decision as a board, okay?
What plan
are we gonna do?
Well, yeah.
And I think that's
I
coming
see
soon.
that, and I see your direction in that.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, I understand what you're saying. I just don't agree with that being the way that we need to approach it.
Hey, that's why we got a board, that's why I see each one of
So
us.
I'll be the only one that.
That's fine.
And I would say, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But as a new person on here, I don't have the information that I need to be able to see how drastic, that's all I'm saying. So I think this, if they need to be at the table with the architects,
Yeah,
that makes sense, that makes sense to me, to be able to look at those numbers, and then I am a little restless that I haven't gotten to that point yet where we said, hey, we gotta make a decision, because a lot of people think that we have made a
Right.
decision.
We
I
have.
don't know either decision.
Right.
Okay. Is there any other discussion or anything? There's a motion, second, to hire a construction manager at risk. Recommendation, that is, Thompson Turner Construction. Any more discussion? All those in favor, please raise your right hand. All those opposed? Congratulations to Thompson Turner Construction as our CM at risk. There is no other items on the agenda to be held tonight. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I make the motion.
Motion second. There's a second by Mr. Peeler. All those in favor, stand up.